You're talking confidently. You know exactly what you're about to say. And then someone looks at you. Not aggressively, not rudely. They're just looking. And your brain completely shuts down. The word you were about to say, gone. Your train of thought, derailed. You're standing there with your mouth open and nothing is coming out. This happens to almost every person alive. And today, we're going to talk about exactly why and what you can do to stop it. Welcome back. Let's get into it.
First, let's be honest about how many ways this wrecks you. You're at the cash register. You've entered your PIN 1,000 times. The cashier glances at you, and suddenly you cannot remember if it starts with a 3 or a 7. You're in a meeting, making a great point, and someone senior turns to look directly at you, and the sentence just evaporates. You're on a first date. It's going well. They lean in and look at you warmly, and you, a functional adult, suddenly forget how language works. A teacher calls on you. You knew the answer. You literally knew it 10 seconds ago. Or the best one, someone stares at you while you're parking and you immediately forget how to park. You know how to park. You've done it 1,000 times. But the stare scrambles everything. This is one of the most universal and least talked about experiences in human life.
Here's what's actually happening. When your brain detects that someone is watching you, it treats it as a social threat, not a logical decision, an automatic one. Your threat response activates. Cortisol and adrenaline enter the bloodstream. Your body starts preparing to fight, flee, or freeze. And here's the problem. Cortisol directly impairs your prefrontal cortex. That's the part of your brain responsible for language, working memory, and clear thinking. So in the exact moment you need your brain most, when someone is watching, it partially shuts down the systems you rely on. It's like trying to give a speech while someone pulls the microphone cord out halfway through. On top of that, there's something called the spotlight effect. Your brain massively overestimates how much other people are noticing and judging you. Studies show people consistently believe they're being watched and evaluated far more intensely than they actually are. The stare feels enormous, but the person staring is usually thinking about their own lunch.
Okay, here's what you can actually do. Tip 1. Reframe the threat. When you feel the stare, say internally, I am excited. Not, I am calm. Your brain won't believe that. But excited and anxious feel identical in the body. The story is the only difference. Tip 2. Look at the triangle. Instead of meeting their eyes directly, look at the triangle between their two eyes and their nose. It looks identical to them, but your brain reads it as less threatening. Tip 3. One exhale before you speak. A slow exhale activates your vagus nerve, the brake pedal of your nervous system. It brings the prefrontal cortex back online in seconds. Tip 4. Prepare anchor phrases. When your brain blanks, anchor phrases are preloaded sentences that don't require thinking. Let me put it this way. Here's what I mean. They fill the gap while your brain reconnects. Tip 5. Practice exposure. The more you speak while being watched, the more your brain learns the stare is not a threat. This is the long-term fix. Toastmasters, presentations, conversations, all of it trains your threat response down. None of these are magic, but each one gives your prefrontal cortex a fighting chance.
Here's what I want you to hear. The smartest, most articulate people in the world go blank under a stare. Professors, CEOs, professional speakers. It is not a measure of your intelligence or confidence. It is an ancient alarm system misfiring in a modern social situation. Our ancestors needed that threat response. If another human was watching you closely in the wild, that was genuinely dangerous. Your brain hasn't caught up to the fact that the person staring at you is just your coworker waiting for you to finish your sentence. You're not broken. You're just running very old software.